the Mondays separately, guys, outside afterwards, okay?
Hey mate, you alright? Yeah, good, thank you. Long time no see.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a while.
It feels like about 2 minutes, mind you.
Thought it might. Sure, congratulations, great start, obviously.
Thank you.
Your view on the performance of your players? They looked up for the fight from the first whistle?
Yeah, the performance is the right word, because you can't guarantee the outcome of any game, but you certainly can't against the league leaders who are doing so well and playing so well. But I wanted a performance. I thought the players have put a lot of honesty into the week. A lot of respect in the changes that we've tried to make. But I said to him, it's actions, that's the key. And I thought you could clearly see there was a response. I thought the fans were terrific. I thought they give us an immediate start point. And I know the players, and myself, we have to earn that. But they've given us a start point without the ball even rolling. And I think that's an important factor, making the feel-good factor, creating it. And then we joining in with it, or us joining in with it, I should say. So I think that was important. And then the performance was built on the belief in the base, as I call it, that a team in my way of working have to have. The belief in each other, the respect in each other, the teamship, and then galvanise with the tactics. We can still provide. There's the quality that's here. I still think we can provide more quality at times, but that grows with confidence. And I think trying to get the basic principles of how we work and the acceptance of that. You've known me a while. It always starts. Minimum requirement is maximum effort, and there was definitely maximum effort today.
I doubt you believe in fate, but from our side there was certainly a nice narrative that the two.
It's an easy line for you. You must be buzzing.
Well, you said
buzzing.
Surely.
Oh no, of course, yeah, I planned it all. Yeah, no, look, we believe in our set piece setup. I think it's another valuable weapon for the team to use, and great delivery and a great header. I thought we were causing problems with that today generally, when we did get corners. Like I say, there's certain fundamentals I believe in and things that have to be in place in teams against this popular. I know it makes a story. It's nothing to do with ex-managers, coaches, nothing. I have total respect for every manager and coach. I just try and imprint my thoughts and my style and my belief in how the team should operate. But the ownership is the main thing, and the players have, certainly today anyway, they've taken ownership, and I've told them after the game, said it's a start point. No matter who you win, a win was important, how quickly we get it. A clean sheet's fantastic. But I said, lads, it's a start point. So come in Monday, because you will be working, and they will be working on Monday.
So what did you say to the players at half time? Because it felt like a really positive first half. Obviously, there's always a danger that you lose that momentum, and after come back stronger in the second half. Actually, Everton continued.
Well, it was. Kind of a lot of things that were right about the performance. I asked them what they were thinking. They're out there. I trust players. I said, what's your feedback? How are you thinking? How are you feeling? Not always. Sometimes it's my guidance. But today I thought, there's been a lot of work this week, and they've absorbed a lot. Trust me. We've condensed 5 weeks of planning in pre-season and meetings and framework and how we work into 5 days. So they've done brilliant to absorb all that. So I asked them what they thought in case there was any confusion in, how we were trying to get the game to play out. A couple of things came up. We corrected a couple of things. But mainly it was that you don't get anything for one half. That was the biggest message. Strong half, don't get anything for that. It owes you nothing. So the second half has to be, as soon as the whistle blows, we're on it. And I thought generally a few pockets where Arsenal were, as you'd expect, keep the ball, very good players, working for the in-betweens, working to break the lines. But I think Connor clipping off the line in the first half, but I don't remember too many, when Arsenal can, the way they're playing, they can really open you up. I don't remember too much of that. So I was pleased with that, from a defensive side of point of view. And we did open them up a couple of times with good quality, just simple football, good quality, breaking it high up the pitch, driving forwards and get good quality crosses into the box.
And how do you build on that going into the next game? How do you make sure it's not a new manager bounce, as it were, and you can...
Well, there's no guarantees. I'm not here to guarantee you that. All we can do is lay down the way of working that we think is appropriate. We can certainly keep working. So there's not like, giving all days off and all that. The plan is the plan. The plan won't change. The plan will stay. And they know that. So, as I said, they will be working next week, and I've already assured them that.
And Dwight McNeil, just a different player for Everton. How's this week been with him?
Yeah, but, different players have different reasons. They have different ways about them. They have different formats, different styles. He's coming to a club with a different style. Maybe a bit more familiarity for him today. Certainly as people. He knows us as people, not just tactics and stuff like that. look, he's delivered a performance today. Demare's been doing great. I understand that. He's had a bit of a tight sort of groin or tight hip. We want to make sure the players are fully fit. Dom was a risk today. He's got a bit of a tight hamstring. We knew that was a bit of a risk, but we went with it because his stats generally have been good, his physical stats and his data. You know, we are what we are with that side of things, with strikers and stuff like that. But I believe there's some real quality here, and I believe we can affect games, and we've done that today. We've got to keep doing it.
You know, Sean, what's required to stay in this division. I know it's only a short spell that you've been here, but have you seen enough that gives you confidence that, you know, you can look onwards and upwards?
No, it's a start point. You know, I've seen enough for a start, but that one doesn't guarantee your next one. You've heard me say that a million times because that's what I've learned from a 16-year-old being in professional football. Doesn't guarantee the next one. The next performance is not guaranteed by that one. The next result is not guaranteed by that one. So it's a start. It's a way that they've taken ownership and taken pride in what we've tried to do this week, and I value that. And then how we can take that forward. So the next thing will be feeding back on ways that we think we can take that forwards. And it's, you know, it's not always a fair measure when you're playing top of the league, 'cause they're a top side, but it gives you a feel. You know, it gives you a feel of what's important in a performance to go and win games. Excuse me.
This can be a difficult stadium for the home team when it's not playing well, but it can be a hell of an asset when it is playing well. What did you experience today in terms of that?
Well, I've been here, not quite both, but I've been here when we played very well at Burnley and there was a few murmurings. I wouldn't say it was too dressy, but there was a bit of heat on the players. And I've been here when it's really rocking, that's for sure. I thought it was rocking today. I mean, that's great, you know, appreciation for the fans to give us a start, and that's all I asked for. I said, can you help us out, give us a start, give us a breather, as I called it, because I'm aware there's a lot of noise around here and I've got to learn about that. I don't know all the depth of it, but I have got to learn about that, and I will, and I respect fans, I respect their views, but while them views are there, can they just ease them aside and remember, you know, the belief in Everton as a football club and the heartbeat that's been here for many, many years. You know, I was saying when I got interviewed, you know, my way of working is embrace the past, it's there, but build the future. You know, you can still take the value of the past and the teams of the 80s that were powerful, they were strong, they could be direct, by the way, but they could play. And some players just came out of almost nowhere through them years. So that's still to be embraced, but now we've got to do a version of it, and in modern style, you know, with analytics, you know, recruitment, obviously been a tough window, but you understand the train of thought, science, the way we work on the training ground, and of course organisation. And then within all that, give the players the freedom to play. You know, that's what we're looking to do, make no mistake. You know, styles come from freedom. We've got very good players here. I want to give them that platform to play, but they've got to do the game as a certain way of working. You have to do the basics, and it starts with the hard yards. So I said, we will have to run hard, and we will have to work hard, and we will have to tackle, and we will have to fight. And then on top of that, tactical layers, technical layers, and hopefully the freedom to go and be a good side. From who, sorry? Oh, right, sorry, yeah. He's got a lot to learn. You know, I think he's a talent, obviously. The ugly side of the game he's got to learn. I had a very similar process, which I spoke to him about. We were having a bit of fun with him and Idrissa, and Duke the other day. And I said, I'm getting you to speak to Stephen Defoe. So I said, we'll be doing that. And he said, Stephen Defoe, I know he is. And I said, yes, so do I. I said, we'll be speaking to him next week, and he'll teach you about what the requirements of the Premier League are. Because he's a young man who's learning. Yeah, he's coming here with real talent, fantastic physically. We'll get him fitter, we'll get him sharper, and I'll teach him the ugly side of the game and teach him to be a more complete player. But he's got a lot on offer, but there's still a long way to go for him, in my belief of being a complete player, and there's a long way to go for him. Stephen will help me possibly educate him. Well-respected international footballer for Belgium. He'll rub off on him. And I told him if he doesn't, I'll rub off on him.
Sean, what have you seen from Doucoure this week? He obviously wasn't playing that much under pressure. What convinced you to bring him back in?
Well, I think, yeah, again, I'm not questioning anyone else. You know, you have a feel of players, you have a feel of their style, what they can give the team, and that was all it was. I just thought, right, he's someone I've always liked, and I always thought, right, I think you can fit into what I think is appropriate. And I just thought, he trained very well this week. He looks like he's got a smile on his face, and I like that about footballers. You know, it's hard work, especially at this time when things ain't going great. It's hard to have an environment when people smile, they enjoy themselves, they enjoy their training, enjoy their work. And he's been fantastic all week. And I thought, well, there's a reward there. Go and show us what you can do. And I thought he was very, very good today.
Okay, guys, we'll move on to the Mondays outside. A few questions for the Mondays. Thank you.